Hi, I'm Vita, and welcome to my YouTube channel with the exactly same name, on which I'm basically sharing the things about HIV, about gay relationships, related to psychology, legalization in Argentina, and so on. So please follow up, and let's get started in a moment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video, in which I'm basically going to share my own story from the time when I was HIV negative yet, and answer to one question which I received on my threads. Would I like my partner to share with me that he is HIV positive? Speaking about that, I want to tell you that while I was living in Russia yet, at some moment I had an HIV positive partner, and it started, the way that on Tinder I was speaking with some guy, we liked each other, and eventually we decided to meet. So we met several times, just the regular dates. We didn't have any kind of, you know, uh, sexual intimacy or something. It happened. It happened eventually. Also, it happened without penetration or something. Um, and at that moment, I didn't know anything about his status. So eventually, he told me. Uh, I think like on a fourth date about this, and also already after we had the intimacy. And by that time, I already knew something about HIV. I wasn't like that uh, deep into this topic. And, you know, my first sensation, my first feeling was like, I don't know what to do about it, what to do about the situation. But he told me that he's taking the medicine, he's undetectable, like everything is fine. But I still felt kind of you know mm, uncomfortable, I would say. I maybe felt some fear that maybe I got infected, though, as I mentioned, we didn't have any like penetration or something. So there was no real danger for me. But due to the lack of information and knowledge about HIV, I was worried. And plus, this is a person who I basically know just for some time, and so it was kind of, you know, complicated. It's funny that at that moment, basically one thing helped me a lot, because I was watching the TV show How to Get Away with Murder, and there is one character who also got HIV positive, and I looked at him and was like, okay, everything is fine with another partner, and he's taking the medicine, so I think that in my case, I also am going to be all right. And I also started looking for information, but still I felt that in some moment the trust which we like started to build with each other was in some way betrayed. I mean, it's not that the guy betrayed me because he didn't share this information, but I'm just basically sharing my real feeling in that moment. And I want you to understand that I also see the part of the people who tell me now, who are HIV negative, that they are worried when you're not sharing the diagnosis. I understand it because some while ago I also was negative and I had those feelings. So it's not that I don't care. I really care, and I know what it means from the psychological point of view, what you feel in that moment. And of course, in this case, what helps is the knowledge which you have about the diagnosis, because it helps you to overcome the fear and the anxiety which comes with the moment when the other person, who you like barely know maybe, tells you that he's HIV positive. And that moment, I would say honestly that this kind of information hit me. And after 3 months, I decided to get tested for HIV, and it showed that everything is fine with me. But also, I had a session with a psychologist, with whom we were basically speaking about this feeling of betrayal. That basically, I felt like I was put in danger by that person, because that person didn't share with me the diagnosis, and since I didn't know much about it, it didn't feel good. But at the same time, now as an HIV positive person, I understand that there is no danger because if you're undetectable, you're untransmissible. And also, basically, if you are HIV negative and you take care about your health, I mean, you still have all the things to prevent the infection, such as condoms or PrEP or PAP. And yes, so there is something what you can do about your health, basically not to get infected. And now answering the question, so. Uh, you know, I'd say that I'd like that my partner share with me such information because basically I share it, and in my case I do it publicly because also I speak about this topic about HIV in general to like raise the awareness and basically um, decrease the amount of stigma about around this diagnosis. But personally, I think that I would feel more comfortable that person just tells me that yes, I'm HIV positive, and I would be like, okay, we can live with this perfectly because I mean I know a lot of couples where one partner is HIV positive, another one is HIV negative, and it's totally fine. And basically, I was on both sides because I was HIV negative with HIV positive partner. Later on in Argentina, I already became HIV positive and I was in a relationship with HIV negative partner. So I understand that it's possible, it's totally fine. And just the thing is, when you want to build the trust and the like proper connection, this is just my point of view. I'm not saying that you have to do exactly the same in your life. You do how you feel is right for you. But for myself, I decided that it would be good for me that I know because this is how I build trust and the proper connection and communication with the person with whom basically maybe I want to share my life with. All right, I think that we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you again for watching this video and please give me a like, subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments below if you want to answer to this question, what you would prefer in this kind of situation, and if you're HIV positive, if you're HIV negative. Um, and let's discuss maybe in the comments what you are going to do in such situation. And take care of yourself. See you in the next videos.